Everyone can do well in good times. But in bad times like this, only the good one can survive. So are you going to be the good one that survive, or are you going to be the bad one who's going to be eliminated? The choice is yours. If you try to market to everyone, you're marketing to no one. Good evening, everyone. What should you do in the next 13 days in our Malaysia partial lockdown? Hi, I'm Adrian Seow. So today I'm going to share with you a few tips and a few things that you can do during this 13 days period of partial lockdown. Yes, I know there's not a lot of offices that's working. There's no showroom that's working. The offices are closed. But how can you get customer in this period? I think the situation of a coronavirus right now is a bit serious. That is why our country has this kind of lockdown, which when they make this kind of decision, we have to respect that. But that doesn't mean this is the end of the world. So see, I understand that a lot of us, we're not used to online world. Although there's a group of people out there who has been using Facebook to get lead, but they have not been using Facebook to get what? To produce followers and customers that belongs in their database. So why not try this opportunity to actually do that? So today I'm going to share a few tips with you. I wrote them down here. For those of you who don't know me, that this is your first time seeing me, my name is Adrian Seow. I'm a property team leader of a group of 140 people. And my specialty is to use systematic internet marketing strategy to help struggling property agents to break through and make 5-figure income. All right, so let's get started. So see, most of the property agents make one mistake when they are using Facebook marketing. They tend to want the sales too fast. Think about this. If there's 100 people out there in the market, like 100%. If there's 100% of the market out there, how many percent do you think would be a hot buyers? 20%? 10%? No, the answer is 3. So the study shows that among 100% market, right, there will only be 3% buyers who are hot, meaning they are ready with cash, ready to buy. They'll buy from whoever has the product that matches their need. If this is the case, guys, and the situation right now is like, oh, we have some political issue is like aside now. Financial crisis is like imminent, right? And we have a coronavirus situation right now. Do you think there's still going to be a lot of hot buyers out there? The 3% could easily become 1%. So your job right now is not to use Facebook to look for hot buyers, because that's what every other seller, business owner would do. They are focusing on the hot buyer. So why not think from the other perspective? Instead of focusing on only the hot buyers, try to focus on the warm buyer, which is the majority of the market. So who are the warm buyers? The warm buyers are people who have the need, but they probably don't know it, or they don't have a strong enough reason to act now, to buy now, where they're still comparing between different projects, where they are comparing between different agents. You know, people do that now. They don't just want to compare the product, they compare the person they are buying from. So instead of just focusing on the hot buyer, start to shift your focus to the warm buyer. So here's the thing, guys. Warm buyer are those people who are not ready to buy yet. So think about this. If they are not ready to buy and you are selling to them, what happens? You break rapport. There's no relationship being built. You don't have a good connection with this buyer. So eventually what happens? You lost him. My suggestion right now is, instead of using Facebook to get lead and sell it immediately, why not do this? Build relationship with the customer by providing value. Okay, in marketing, there's 4 steps. First, see you, know you, like you, and trust you. So when any sales happens when there's trust between you and your customer. But to get to that, you first have to let your customer see you, know you, and like you. But here's the thing, when you run advertisement, you can show it to every potential customer where you targeted so well. But if they don't know you and they don't like you, eventually you don't create the trust. By using this kind of mindset, right, I always talk about funnel. Instead of just asking customer to buy all the time, why not do this? You get your customer to get something from you. So what do I mean by that? You give them value, right? There's a lot of world event that happens right now. A lot. Political issue, coronavirus, interest drop, right? And if you really go study some newspaper, they will say that the financial crisis is gonna be like worse than whatever we have experienced 20 years ago. Like 1997 is gonna be nothing compared to this one, because this is gonna be a huge one. So, as a property agent, don't you think that you have a responsibility to let your buyer know that how would this affect the property prices? Stock has dropped like crazy. But what about property prices? Is this a good time to buy? Right? Want to do some analysis to these people, right? For these people, so that they can gain some knowledge from you. Even in this crisis, you are valuable to these people, right? What else? OPR has dropped, right? Here's the thing, guys. OPR dropped by 2 times, 0.25% for 2 times this year. So that means your customer like loan interest is going to drop a significant amount. So how does that relate to your customer? It actually means that they can take more loan and buy a more expensive property, right? So why is government doing that? Explain, find out this point, explain to your customer. KWSP EPF has dropped from 11% to 7%. How does that affect the loan for your customer? So I just gave you 3 articles that you can write easily. So what else? Well, how does the political thing right now is going to affect our property, right? How about this? Comparing stock and property. Which one is more volatile, and at which situation, which one would be a better choice to invest in? You do that in the next 13 days. And now, I know a lot of you is going to give me this excuse. Adrian, I'm not economist. I don't know how all these things work. This is the time for you to go and read, right? So which brings me to the second point. In these 13 days, please do me a favor. Don't just watch Netflix and YouTube at home. Don't just be the consumer. You be the producer. See, a lot of people are complaining because they always consume things and they never produce things, and they expect to make money from there. How's that going to happen if you don't produce anything? So think about this. Coming from a reverse psychology, your customer is now at home doing their thing, taking care of their family, probably bored out of hell because they can't go out, they can't go to eat, they can't go out to play, or even go to the showroom and meet you and look at properties, right? So what can you do to help these people? So see, instead of being the consumer of just YouTube and Netflix, why don't you be the producer? Start a live video podcast to talk about a certain topics. The topic that I told you earlier, prepare some points and start a live video and talk about it. Right? It's easy, it's not even hard, right? So what else? You can also talk about some other things that like property investment strategy, other interesting topic like how does freehold versus leasehold affect a property price? How does long-term rental versus short-term rental? How coronavirus affects short-term rental? Go find some article. There's gonna be a lot of things that's gonna talk about that. So start making yourself like a property channel that people will watch when they are free, right? So in these 13 days, you go read about all these things. When you read and you produce, and your customer is out there waiting for you to show them things, because they also don't want to waste time just watching YouTube and Netflix or TV if they still watch TV. So here's the thing, guys. If you think that you wanna beat everyone else in this situation, you gotta do something different. This is a very different time. So it requires a very different kind of way to succeed. Who are in sales, who are in network marketing business, who are in insurance, who are in whatever kind of business, this is the time for them to change. Right? If you're still stuck in the old kind of model where you only can sell things when people show up in your doorstep, this 13 days is going to be a huge loss for you. Huge one. So why not take this opportunity to turn this crisis into opportunity? So do this. The next 13 days, what you need to do, what you need to commit is, why don't you do this? Just do 13 live videos. I don't care even the live video is 1 hour, 30 minutes, 10 minutes. Doesn't matter. Just do something so that people can see you. First step in marketing is what? See you. So once they see you, they know that you are a guy who can provide all this information for them. They eventually trust you. And let me tell you, if you do this, you're accumulating some quality customer for you in April and in May, where things get better, when the coronavirus is finally flattened out, everything's just ready. When they are ready to buy, who will they think of? You. Because you are the one who were there for them during the crisis. Right? Now, Besides all these things, like I say, when you are actually collecting all your leads, which I think before this you have a lot of leads. Who has been in this line for more than 3 years? Now guys, if you're in this line for more than 3 years, I'm sure you have more than 100 leads, I guess. Maybe even 200, maybe 300, maybe 400 leads. I don't know the exact amount. Why not take this opportunity right now to follow up with those customers that you have lost contact with? See, if you start thinking, right, there's a lot of things that you can do. We were too busy to do that because in normal times, we'll be calling our customer, we'll be calling our new leads, we'll be following up the new customer because they're ready to book or they view the showroom, they haven't booked yet, right? And we tend to forget the customer which were there for us a few years back. So why not take this opportunity right now to follow up with these people? Now you might be thinking, Adrian, what should I follow up with? Usually, what is the good way to things to follow up with these people? That is why the first step is to create content. If you already have content like a video talking about OPR affecting property, you have a video talking about how the stock market crash versus property. If you have a video that talks about how KWSP percentage drop affects the property market, send them this video. Or if you can write it in article. If you don't like videos, right? If you don't like video, you can write it in like a readable format, like an article. If you don't want to film video, can you record something? So thing is, you gotta produce. You gotta produce something for them to read and watch or even listen to, right? And you send this to all your old customers, which you have not been in touch with these people. So why would you do that? So that they are reminded that, oh, you are the agent who have talked to them a few years back. But probably as time goes on, you're busy, they got busy, you forgot each other, right? And right now is your time to actually do that. So what else, right? Besides this, think about this. Most people out there would just complain, give up. They probably won't even do anything. They just, since I can't go out to meet customer, why not I just, enjoy, play my games, watch my video and stuff like that. Maybe they even consider like change the job. Some property agents out there, if they are too lazy to change, they will be eliminated. Take this opportunity as a time for you to grow, because everyone can do well in good times, but in bad times like this, only the good one can survive. So are you going to be the good one that survive, or are you going to be the bad one who's going to be eliminated? The choice is yours. Start doing something, start taking action. A lot of you would not take action after this video. 90% of you won't do it. But remember one thing, no result. Do it tomorrow. Start something tomorrow. And then you consistently do it for 13 days. I'm not asking you to do it for 1 year. Just 13 days. And you're going to see a lot of results. Okay, so what else? Right. If you really don't want to do anything like online, like you're not comfortable with video, you don't want to do any production, it's fine. It's okay. Why not take these 13 days to grow your mind, grow your brain, right? Stop growing your stomach, grow your brain. Okay, so don't eat too much. I mean, you can't eat out anyways. You can, you can order Grab food, but cook more a little bit, right? But spend more time to grow your mind. So how to grow your mind? You read book. You read. There's so many books out there that you can read. I have a whole book rack over there with books which I haven't even read because I was too busy to do it. See, I was too busy to do it. This is an easy excuse. We have 13 days right now at home. Pick one book and finish it. And then what you do? You finish that book and you open a live video and you share what you learned to your friends. If you don't want to open a live video to do it, just, call someone up, call your friend, do like a video call, even do a video conference if you want, right? Just share with them what you learn, because the best way to learn is to teach. So once you read that book, teach someone about that book, and it will remain in your mind for even longer time. Okay? Do that. So it's time to read as well. So if you don't want to read, you want to watch my video, you can just come and learn, get my video 7 hours and watch it. And after you watch it, you can start implementing something. I mean, it's free, right? So why not do it, right? Okay? So do that. So besides that, I want you to understand one more thing. If you have been procrastinating all your live videos or even recording videos, it doesn't even have to be live. It could be something like a normal video that you record, right? Maybe this is a time for you to catch up as well. Yes, you have been complaining that you don't have time to like read book. You don't have time to produce content. You don't have time to try out the live video that I have been talking about since last year, right? This is the time to do it. Think about this. I want to go back to the earlier argument where your customer is at home, they have nothing to do, they will be scrolling Facebook, and you will be scrolling Facebook as well. If you are the consumer mindset, if you are not producer mindset, then you are losing out in these 13 days because you're consuming, you're not producing. So produce live video. So not just video, not just like article, live video. And then I think live video can gain more attention right now because people tend to watch live more than normal videos, right? So by the way, let me see what else is there. You know what else can you do as a true live video? Which I haven't talked about a lot. But if you're in my Facebook group, you probably saw it before. You can actually screencast your computer. So meaning, if you really want to sell a property, right? I have one suggestion for you, a very good one. So I'm going to give you a very good strategy. Remember when I talk about your old customers, like the previous customer that you have, and also you got to follow up with them with content, right? So why not do this, which is something extra to your customer? Present a property at home. Yes, you don't have to do it in a showroom. You don't have to do it in a scale model. You don't have to do it in a sales gallery. You could do it at home. You have slides, right? You have your PowerPoint, right? Like you have property sales kit, right? So why not do this? Go create a Facebook private group. Okay, create a Facebook private group and invite all your previous customer or new customer that you saw into that private group. And then what you do is this. You go into the private group and you make an announcement saying that at this time, like for how long, I will be running a live video presenting about this new property, where, blah, blah, blah. So how do you do that presentation? You can use your computer to do a screencast. Okay, technically you can figure it out. You have all the time in the world right now. So go Google how to do a screencast from your computer in a private group. So you can pull out your PowerPoint and you start presenting it. And your customer can watch it at home. Think about this. This is year 2020. You can leverage on technology. Internet is fast, okay? And it's very easy. If you don't want to use your phone, you can use your computer. Just do a screencast. Then you talk while you're presenting, like your customer is in front of you. Why not? This is one way as well. And you can filter their interest. Think about this. Everything is like a funnel, right? So you don't have all the time to meet people. And now you have zero time to meet people because you can't meet anyone, right? So meet virtually. So bring them into a private group and you start presenting the property and you can give them a call to action. So if you want to really understand the pricing, package and everything, WhatsApp me, we can talk further. So see, you are using probably 1 hour to do the presentation, right? And those people who watch and they're interested, they come to you. Isn't it easier than you just go cold call 100 different people, right? So why not do that? Yes, this is good. This is a good strategy, but a lot of you is not going to use it. But why am I sharing? Because I just hope one of you do it. And once you see the result, I want you to let me know. Just PM me and let me know if it works. If you successfully sold a property in this 13 days period, let me know as well, because that's a great success for you, right? Like if you used any of the strategy I told you and you sold something, please let me know. That's the only thing I ever asked for, right? I want to see your result. And that's the whole reason why am I doing all this live video. All right, so that's the ultimate I want to share with you. What else? Okay, I have more. Don't worry, I have a lot more. Right. Personal branding has been a thing that I have been talking about for almost 1 year, and that's why I'm doing this live video. Right. Personal branding is something that you don't see result immediately. Okay, this is like a marathon. You run, and you consistently run for 42 km, and you reach the destination, and you win the marathon. But compare a marathon to a sprint, it's ridiculous. People who are focusing on sales all the time, they're sprinting. They never slow down to actually think how can they run a marathon where they can run further. Sprinter get there fast, but they don't get there far. Get what I'm saying? Right. So instead of just focusing on sprinting, why not change a bit of strategy? If you want to go far in this line, personal branding is going to be the way to go. A lot of us has been through something called price war. Who here has met before an agent who is cutting their commission to steal your customer? This is what we call price war. Some other agent can use just some commission to steal your customer. And why is that? Because you don't have a brand. To your customer, you are just another agent. And you are in the price war. So if you are in a price war, the person who offers a lower price is going to win. So how could you beat a price war? You bring them to the marketing war. So when you're in a marketing war, it is about how can you build a better relationship to your customer to get them to trust you and eventually buy from you. It's not that easy to do that because you gotta do a lot of customer relationship building, providing value, educating. Eventually you sell them, right? And the next thing is about branding. Why would you buy Starbucks versus a coffee in Kopitiam? Because Starbucks has a brand. A brand gives somebody some assurance of consistency, customer experience, and also quality assurance. Brand. So right now is the best time for you to build a brand as well. Who don't have a personal website? Yeah, why do a personal website, right? It doesn't get me lead. It doesn't get me any sales. I do a personal brand and people saw me and they don't know me. So why do that, right? So see, personal branding is not about seeing result immediately. Let me repeat that. So if you want to see result in long run, you need a personal brand and you need a website. Because a website creates credibility. People tend to think that people who own a website is a trustable figure because they own the website. How many people know how to create a website? Not many. So to the public, those people who know how to create a website is someone who is credible. So why not spend the time right now to build your personal website, right? If you don't know how, just use Wix. Wix is a drag and drop. There's tons of video out there on YouTube that's gonna show you how can you create a website through Wix. If you want to learn something further, it's WordPress, whatever, right? So maybe right now is the best time for you to do it. So spend the time right now to build a personal website because you're gonna thank yourself. You're gonna thank this opportunity because you finally have some time to stay at home and do the things that you never do. So to me, right, actually this coronavirus thing, yes, I mean it has taken a lot of life, create some financial crisis, right? But it has also given us an opportunity right now, to actually execute on the things that we have been procrastinating. To do a personal brand, to create a website, to start focusing with your older customers. A lot of us have been complaining that we don't have enough leads. You have enough leads. It's just that you don't know how to activate these leads and you don't know how to re-engage and make them your hot customer. They are your warm customer, but you don't know how to make them your hot customer. And people don't want to go through that process because it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. Sprint, it takes less than 1 minute. A marathon takes hours and a lot more practice. But which one can land you further? A marathon, right? So start building your personal brand. I have one more thing before we end. In my previous class and also my live video, I've also talked about these few things, right? Email marketing and also Facebook retargeting custom audience. These are the two things that requires your time to tidy up your old leads. These are the two things where you need your customer phone number and email addresses so that you can upload to Facebook and retarget and add to these people. Or you can email these all your older subscribers with property knowledges. These are the two things that people tend not to do because I've surveyed with my students. They say because they don't have time to tidy up the leads. So now is your time to tidy up your lead. Go dig all your phone contact, all your Excel sheet that you have been storing in your computer. Dig all this out and then tidy them into compile into one Excel sheet where you can retarget these people on Facebook. So if you want to learn the step-by-step skill on how to do this retargeting audience, right, just comment learn below and get my video. Comment learn and I'll send you something and you can get access to my free training video afterwards. Okay, so tidy up your lead, because all this database that you have is your best asset in this industry. Imagine this today, you're no longer doing property. You go to do like insurance, or you sell car, or you start a brand new business, right? So these are your assets. These are the potential customers you can sell to. So why not take this opportunity to tidy this up? Let me do a very quick recap about what you can do. So first, produce property content to engage with your customer so that you create trust. Okay, so produce content. Second is to start your personal website, your personal branding website. And third is to follow up with your old customers. Okay, some customer that you forgot to follow up, go find out all those people that you forgot to send them any detail, forgot to follow up, send them something, content that you produce, right? So fourth, start a live video. And finally, tidy up your leads, right? So 5 things. Oh, there's one more, 6 things. If you really don't want to do anything about your marketing, it's okay. Watch videos, but educational video. Don't just watch Netflix or YouTube or read a book, right? So that's it. I think this is more than the things you can do in 13 days. You can't finish all this in 13 days. So don't tell me you have got nothing to do at home. Don't complain that when you cannot meet customer, you can't do sales. You can. By doing all this activity, I can assure you probably you'll get more sales than whatever you original day that you have, because you're using a different strategy. You are reaching one-to-many. Think about this. When you're out there meeting customer, calling customer, this is one-to-one. But if you're using the internet, if you're using the strategy I show you, you are doing one-to-many. Isn't this more effective? OK？ 嗨，所以刚刚那 video 看完了。如果这是你看我的第一个 video 的话呢，我还有很多 video 给你看哦。你可以看看这个，或者是这个。其实这个好像不错，不然这个也可以看看。再不然的话，2个都看吧。记得别忘记 subscribe 哦。拜拜。